So historic day, 30th of June, and we on the start of an exciting new season worldwide in the ICCC in the kingdom, and we're just so privileged to live to experience this day for ourselves. Part of what makes it exciting is that the international ICCC International has developed, with the help of Daniel, who's been working on it since September last year, a very professional, relevant communication media site. And they're trying to incorporate a whole lot of things in this one site, because you have to understand it's a complex community that is spread over 70 countries, different cultures, different languages, different needs. But I think they've done a sterling job. And today we dedicate then today as a start and a launch of the ICCC International website, and Daniel will show us, but we've also had a few super users like Deborah and Sunette and Ross that played around in it, that will share their experience to date. And then hopefully by the end of today, we can then leave you to say, go and play, see if you can break it. Give a child a toy, see if you can break it. And we trust that God will bless this website and use it as a communication tool to really impact society in all the countries where we have a chamber, and then also the people itself who are part of the ICCC. So I'm just going to do a prayer of dedication, and then we're going to hand over to Daniel and his team. Father, I just thank you that we can live and be part of this exciting times, that you've given us the technology, and you've also given us the people who know how to use the technology, put it together. And I just pray, Lord, that this platform we dedicate it to you in its entirety, and that you will use it and move it forward, and show us how we can become more effective in communicating and trading with each other. I pray for Daniel and his team this morning as they present, and also touch the hearts of everyone listening in, who will then take this further and play it with it and start inviting people to participate. We ask in the name of Jesus. Amen. Back to you, Daniel.
Yes, good morning, everyone. So I'm smiling because what just happened between Gerard and Mommy is exactly one of the reasons why this platform that I'm going to show you has been established, was to connect easily with the right person in the right place. Doesn't matter where you are in the world. And we fondly say, when we started the platform, the three main objectives was to help all ICCC members worldwide to connect with each other, communicate with each other, and collaborate together. And Jan Storensen then immediately caught onto this, and he said, ICCC, I connect, I communicate, I collaborate. So it's actually quite a nice fit for what we want to do and what we as a community stand for. So I thought best to start this morning by showing you the onboarding process, taking you through the onboarding process, so you can see what happens. Because after this session, during the course of the day, all paid up members of ICCC South Africa will receive an invitation via email that will allow you to go through exactly the process I'm going to show you now. And then after that, I will show you some of the capabilities in the platform. So I'm going to share my full screen. So when you receive that email, invitation email, there will be a link in it. Once you click on the link, it will bring you to a screen such as this. And I'm just going to use a test email that I've got prepared. When you click on sign up, you ask for your full name, and this is your name and surname. I'm going to write that, and you ask to create the password. That has to conform to certain rules, but it will guide you. And then there's the terms and conditions and the privacy policy that you have to agree to. Once you do that, you can then sign up. And then there's always so the platform is very secure, and you will be asked various forms of proving that you are in actual fact a human. So something such as this, you will have that challenge. And then you will be sent the email. So the first thing the platform does is validate that your email is in fact a valid email, because everything from here on inwards, your email is both your sign-on username and is being used for various purposes to communicate in the platform. Now, this email may take a minute or two. I'm just going to give it a chance. And then when it arrives, it will give you that code that you have to paste in. Now, unfortunately, it's part of the world we live in, that to ensure that the platform is as secure as possible. So one of those necessary evils, but it's much better than having an open platform that can be gate crashed at any point in time. Just to let you know that it's only members, paid up members, that at this point in time will be given access to the platform. In future, the whole process of joining ICCC will also be done through the platform, all online through a self-service mechanism. So as you can see, I've now received that code. Simply paste the code in and your account gets authenticated. Then you're given the opportunity to create your profile that will appear in the platform. You can add a photo of yourself. It's optional. You will also see the fields that's been denoted with red asterisks. Those are compulsory fields. The most important field is in your location. So I'm just going to, currently I'm in Tergniet in the Western Cape, so I'm going to use that address. You pick the address, it's geocoded in the background. So pick the correct address. It's very important because that will a lot of things in the platform hangs onto that location. Who do you connect to, which spaces do you access to, and so forth. And your occupation, you can just type in there. Company is optional because they are individuals that doesn't necessarily belong to a company, and we'll go into more details a bit later on. If you belong to a company, what's available to you. Then there's various industries, whatever industry you want access to, and this is not cast in stone. At any point in time, you can actually update these on your profile and you will get different access. If you've got a website, you can enter it. Your contact number is important. And just to give you a surety that none of your private details are ever exposed, even in the platform, so that you won't be spammed. That's basically the point behind that. But I'll show you a bit later on how it works. Title, gender, marriage status. That's all the and your birthday, compulsory fields. Then at the bottom, you can actually choose deliberately not to have, if you say, check a flag that says prevent members from messaging me, the messaging system in the platform will be disabled for you. You can choose to show your profile in the member directory or not. I'm just going to leave it on the defaults. So those are all within your control. You can also change that at any point in time. So once you continue, you basically now have access to the platform, and you can then explore the platform. But I will give you a view of what some of the functionalities is that you will have access to. On the left side is basically the main entry points into the various spaces. So the platform consists of a whole lot of spaces. Different things happen. So this is the left sidebar, and spaces are organized in what's called space groups. So all the bold headings are groups of spaces. So the first one we've got is in the welcome space. The welcome space group, there's a get started space, which is where you land off. That's the home page. There's a nice video that you can watch in the platform, telling you a bit more about the platform, the objectives, and then how to get started. You'll see there's links to the community principles space. Then there's a say hello space, and you are encouraged to go to the say hello space and get hands-on experience by creating a post. And you can then basically just to get a feel for how it would feel, how easy it is to post. You can add a video, you can add a graphics, you can even do a poll. There's a poll, you can leave a voice message or a video, record a video clip. All of that functionality is immediately available. And once you've posted it, there may be some people that will just welcome you and say, and that's how easy it is to create a post in the platform. The posts are Facebook-like functionality, as I would like to call it. And immediately there you can see who's all the other members. I can then select a member and choose to connect with that member. So I can't directly contact somebody else. Again, the whole privacy issue is addressed through that. I request to connect with Kyron, and I can say why I want to connect. And Kyron then has the option to either approve or reject that connection. Once we connect it, if I send a request, I will now go and show you. At the top, there's main menu items that will quickly take you to some of the core functionality that pertains to the entire platform. You'll see this is the member directory that we talked about. If you've left that flag checked, show my profile in the member directory, you will appear here. And you can see all members worldwide are here. But I need to request again to connect to anybody. Once I've connected with somebody, there's a My Connections tab, and everybody that's approved the connection will appear here. So I can quickly connect with them. And once I can send them messages. Then the messaging system in the platform, it's called direct messaging, is then enabled so that you can have peer-to-peer communication via the direct messaging system. You can also search for members in the platform through various criteria, surname. So let's just search for Kyron, and there immediately you can see Kyron pops up, and I can then, you see there's a pending request for my contact request to him is pending. I can also click on show map at the top, and I will then immediately be able to see, and you can see we are busy onboarding a few pilot countries. South Africa is one of the pilot countries. Another country is Finland. So in Finland, there's a few members there. There you can see, for instance, there's Jussi. So I can then also on the map quickly find somebody that I would like to connect to. Then, if you click on home, you go back to the default view, and you will see at the top, there's a feed, and the feed is personalized. So only the spaces that you have access to, where people have posted, or where events are taking place, you'll see there's the trending posts, and Ross has been so kind yesterday to create a few posts that you can see is appearing here, because we share some of the same spaces. So it doesn't matter which one of these spaces it's been posted, those posts will appear in the platform. You can see there, Ross has done a poll for us. And you can participate in the poll. That expires after a certain period. And yeah, you can add graphics, add banners, things like that. You can actually do some very nice things if you feel like playing around, or a simple post like I did now, just pure text. So that is all in the welcome space group. Then there's an international space group, and in there's a few spaces. So the first space I've selected is the international broadcast space. That is a space used by the international board to communicate with all members worldwide. So whenever somebody from the board posts in this space, that will appear in your feed, because everybody belongs to the international broadcast space. There's also an international calendar where any upcoming events, conferences, and so forth will be published, and you will be able to RSVP to those. Even if it's a paid event, pay directly on the platform to attend that event. So everything is automated as far as possible, and hopefully this will streamline a lot of the administration in ICCC. Then there's the next space is called Business Unlimited, and currently there's nothing in the space because I had to clear it out because we had a lot of test data there. But here, various cards will appear of businesses that's advertised. At this point in time, any member can request a listing in this. This is what started off as being called the business directory, which was a huge request worldwide. Everybody said, how do we get exposure of our business to other ICCC members worldwide? And this is the space. So this is, I would say, one of the flagship features in the platform. This will, we believe, attract a lot of attention and be one of the biggest value adds of the platform. So to request a listing, you just click at the top on the plus, and again, there's an approval process. You upload your logo. There's specific dimensions. That's the ideal dimensions. Then it will display properly in the directory. It defaults to your contact details, but you can, it's pre-filled from your Circle profile, but you can override it if you want to designate a different person, because these contact details will appear in the business directory. So whatever email address and contact numbers you provide here will be visible. This is the only place in the platform where contact details will be visible to all members. It's in the business directory, so that, as part of the marketing effort or the marketing value add. So basically just then provide all the details, select the industries that you play in, do a write-up about your business. This is the very important part. The more information you provide in here, the better your business will be found. Because you can imagine worldwide, over 70 countries, all members publishing their businesses. There's going to be a lot of businesses advertised, and the key here is how easily can people find your business. So whatever you write in here, that information will be interrogated or consumed by an AI agent in the background. So whenever somebody asks, if you write you're a wellness coach, for instance, and somebody is looking for a business in the health sector, because of that link between wellness and health, the AI will make that connection, and your business will be presented as one of those available. So you don't necessarily even have to use the word health in this description, but the inference of that connection will make your business available. So the more specific you can be here, the better your business will be found in the direct. So once you've submitted the request, the admin will review your information, and once it's validated as correct and all above board, your business is automatically then posted in the Business Unlimited space, and it will appear here. Then there's a space for testimonies. And again, we've cleared it, but if you've got a testimony at this point in time, you can send it to any of the admins, and it will be reviewed, and we will make sure that it appears in the testimony space. We believe the space will also grow tremendously. That's all under international. You can see I just click on the space group heading and it collapses. So this on the left side, it can become, let's say, quite cluttered the more spaces you belong to. Because each of these spaces you either get by default access to, or you can request, as I will show you a bit later. Then depending, for us in South Africa, we get access to the Africa region space. And then we also get access to the South Africa space within that. If you, for instance, do business in other African countries, what you can do, you'll see at the top, there's a regions menu. You click on the regions menu, the ICCC, there's 5 ICCC regions. That's how the world has been divided in. So all you need to do is click on Africa, and it will show you all the African nations that's been configured in the platform. And here you can see South Africa is designated as my home nation. It also, because I'm reusing this user in the past, there's also access given to Ethiopia, because that's another nation that's now coming on board. So I played around a bit in the background, but I can then just visit that nation's spaces. Or Uganda is another nation. I don't have access to it yet, but I can request access. So all the nations as they come on board will be available here, and you can request access, and the moderator of that nation has got the, let's call it the power to make the decision whether they will allow you access to that nation's spaces or not. Again, one of those reasons we're giving every nation, so this is not all being centrally controlled, but every nation has got their own, right, what's the word? Sovereignty. The sovereignty of each nation we're trying to respect as far as possible. So whatever belongs to that nation, that information, what's posted there is under the control and the regulation of that nation. All right, let's go back to the left sidebar again on the home screen. So again, the concept of a broadcast. So if there's information that needs to be disseminated by the Africa board, they will then post it in the broadcast, because that's one-way dissemination of information from the board to the members. Again, an event space, events pertaining only to Africa. And then there's a post space where all African members belonging to the Africa region will be able to post. So a space where you can communicate within a region. Then we get to South Africa, again, the same concept, a broadcast space where dissemination of information from the South Africa board will be displayed here. So you see, as a member, I cannot create a post here, but if I jump to the post section for South Africa, I can create a post. So it's the ability to create posts is at that level, not at the broadcast, in the broadcast space. Again, an events calendar is there as well. And then there's a chat space. Now, the difference between chat and post is more Facebook-like for long-running conversations, where people can comment, like, and so forth on your post, and there can be a comment thread. Chats, on the other hand, is more for short-running conversations. And this is more like a WhatsApp group, whereas the post is more like a Facebook group. So chats is WhatsApp group, or yeah, let's keep it there. We're still debating whether chats will have value or not, because you can do a lot of the same in a chat than you can do in a post. Chats also have threads, and you can also paste graphics, videos, voice notes. You can't do a video clip. So we'll see how it works. We'll monitor it, and maybe at some point we'll decide chats are irrelevant. Posts is being used more often. Then we'll kill the chat space. Then every nation has got an initiatives space. Now in here, this is where all our groups, like we've got that Jasper has set up for us in South Africa, will appear here. The governance group, the SA relations group, basically it's typically built around the industries, but it's not restricted to just industries. Any common forum or initiative, a long-running initiative. This is not, and I suppose one could say projects could be as well, because at the time you can kill the project and it's got an end date. But this is typically the stuff that doesn't have end dates, but the forums that get together regularly. And this takes on the form of chat rooms. So if I just scroll down a bit, if you don't see your initiative here, you can propose a new initiative. And again, there's a process. You click on propose initiative, give it a name. Because you remember Jasper always says, if you don't see your initiative, raise your hand and say, I would like to start an initiative. This is in the platform, the place where that should happen. Give a short description, full description, submit a proposal. Again, the moderator, in conjunction with the board, the South African board, will then review your request, say, yes, this is a good initiative, let's do it. And once the initiative is approved, a chat room is created. Now, a chat room is more like WhatsApp groups yet again, but it's more private. So only people that's got access to that chat room will be able to participate. I now click on open chat room. Again, because I've reused this user and deleted some things, some of it doesn't work, but it will open a window like, if you see at the top, there's that speech bubble is direct messages. If you click on there, you can send a message, and this is the chat functionality. So I can talk to Sunette, for instance, send her a message. But again, similarly, chat rooms also appear here in this window. There's a chat room that you've got access to, and I obviously now switched off some functionality. That's why I can't do anything. But yes, just that should give you a view for what is possible in the platform. And if you don't have, if an initiative has been created, it will appear here in a card, and there will be a button. That chat room button will say request access to that, request to join that initiative. So then you can request to join the initiative. Again, once given access, you will be able to chat to your team members within that initiative. That is then all the spaces pertaining to regions and to a nation. If you want access to another nation, oh yes, I showed you in Africa, but similarly you can request access to any nation in the world, same way as I showed you how to request access to a nation in Africa. Then remember when I signed up, I selected some industries. So there's a space for every industry. If I click on that, again, a post space. So this is where you can then interact with members. In this case, you can also always give an optional title to your post. And this is where you can, hi guys, I've got this fantastic, I've done this research. Look at what I found in the consulting space. This is a methodology that I found work for me, or whatever the case may be. We can post links to external websites. It's really the space where we want to share information that we think could be of value to our fellow members as well in each of those. And you'll see at the top again, there's industries. Initially, I selected these 3 industries. If I click on the menu at the top, you'll see the 3 spaces I've selected. I can either leave or I can join any of the other spaces from here. And there's no approval necessary. You just request to join. The main purpose is so you can join all the industries if you want to. Just be aware that your left sidebar will start to become quite cluttered. Then what we're not showing here is there's ability to do e-learning in the platform. And all our TWL courses will become available in a separate space group as the material gets populated in the platform. That's going to be the next phase of development. And we're just getting everything together to be able to do that. But within the platform, there's the ability to do questions and answers, assessments. So you can do a course module. You can do it self-paced. You can do it in a cohort fashion. Lots of various functionalities from courses. So that's an exciting space coming soon. Then you'll see at the bottom, when you sign up, if you sign up from your phone, you will be presented at some point after you've created your profile to download the app, either the iOS app or the Android app. The app itself is the Circle, is the platform that all of this is running on. So the app is the Circle app, but it will show you the ICCC community as the one that you've got access to. And most of the functionality I've shown you now is available on the app. The app also allows for push notifications. So you will see, if you click on your profile at the top, there's an option for notifications. So all notifications is within your control as a member. There's some defaults being set up. So you can see comments on my posts. I will get an email notification. And if I've got the app on my phone, in-app notification. Those in-app notifications will be pushed on your phone, similar to WhatsApp. So the idea is you will never miss any communication, but you can, if you feel you're being swamped, you're being spammed, whatever the case may be, all of this is under your control. You can decide what notifications needs to come to your attention or not. And you can even turn all of it off if you decide, I'm not interested. Then there's also overall events. So any of those other event spaces, if there's upcoming events, this is the overall the global events calendar. Any of those events will show up in your events calendar, and you can access any of those events from here. They will give you the ability to RSVP, to join. In the platform, there is also the ability to do go live. There's video conferencing ability available. Only moderators are able to schedule video conferences or video streaming, but just know that is functionality that is available. So you don't need to have Zoom. You can use just the video conferencing ability in the platform. And it's not, I would say the quality is sometimes not that great. Being in South Africa, I think their servers are not all over the world as the best. So it will be up, the choice will be there. Most of the times on one-on-one conversations, I found it's acceptable. But the more people you start adding, it seems to be degrading a bit. So just upfront, let's see how it works, and I'm sure it will improve over time. Then there's a giving menu option in the platform. You're then able to, so these are the existing funds that the International Board has identified, that the ability to donate. You can then also just click on any of these buttons, and there's a payment gateway that gets invoked that you can donate. And I think that's really it for now from my side. I would like to maybe just hand over Sunette. Sunette is going to be our main moderator for South Africa. And yeah, Sunette, maybe anything you can think of that I missed or that you would like to add?
No, thank you very much, Daniel. I need to tell you that this platform was absolutely magnificently constructed. It works so well. It is so user-friendly. And somebody like me who is not a tech person, it's absolutely wonderful working with this platform. And I've tested a few things, and its functionality is very well, it's deep and it's round. And I can honestly recommend that everybody starts using this. I can't wait for as we grow this organization going forward.
Thank you, Sinead. Maybe Ross, if you would like to add, or Deborah.
Yeah, sure. I've got a couple of things that I can add. I think in terms of what this can actually do, it is really good. I don't know how much time we have. I can share my screen and show a couple of things if you guys are okay with that. Just to some of the practicalities here that I think might be handy to see that I think is really good with this platform is that the diversification of what we can use it for me quite impressive. So when I look at the events, for instance, you can really pick and choose and filter where you want your reach to go and what it is that you're trying to engage with. So in a space like this, you will see not just the global events, but the local events. And the same is true for the post down the side. So once you are a member and you are on board, you can really pick and choose where you want your posts and your outreach, if you will, to go and who it is that you're actually trying to reach, which is quite nice. And in terms of the search functionality here, when I was playing around with this and when Daniel and a few of us met it beforehand, the search functionality being powered by AI is very, very effective. So we even were testing with searching for terms that weren't necessarily directly connected to the posts that had been created, but simply because the AI can pick up the relevance and the connection between the subjects, the search functionality becomes very effective. And what that means is, as the platform grows, as members begin to increase, you will be able to engage them, even if you don't have their precise keywords, their exact business name, the exact fields or industries that they're in. The AI and the search functionality will really be able to pick that up. So in terms of the connectivity, there is a lot that is available for users to use here. What's also quite nice with this, in terms of how this connects to other platforms and other things that you're doing, we're not trying to compete or replace any of the others. So, for instance, in the events calendar, you will see events that have been set up by ICCC International, as well as the local moderators and the local country groups. But not everyone that's coming here is going to be creating events. So we're not replacing a Facebook calendar, for instance. You don't get flooded with things like that. But this platform can integrate with all of those as well. So when you're creating posts or you have events that are set up somewhere else, you can share those events from those platforms on this one with the direct hyperlinks, with the connections. The same goes for inviting people. You can invite people from other platforms and networks that you're a part of to this one, and vice versa as well. And a lot of the connectivity to that is built in because of how Circle has been designed. So on that front, it's actually really, really good. The what I'm really, really excited about is this initiative space that Daniel was going through over here, because what this means is we're not going to have a space. I'm sure you guys might have seen on some places like LinkedIn and Facebook, where people talk about initiatives and looking for partnerships and collaborations. It just becomes an advertising space where someone puts their name up, puts their business up, and then it's almost like hey, I'm open for collaboration. This is not going to become one of those. This is where we're actually collaborating on a per project basis. So when projects are created and people are looking for to get involved in those particular projects, here you can engage in the specifics and the details. There have been others that are created that I don't think Daniel's at the time to get to improve, and others as well that would show really good examples. But then you can see really specific things with really measurable outcomes, which is great. Perhaps just to answer the question that I saw in the chat earlier that might make this easier as well. When it comes to the chats, not everything that is in the chat or the post space, those aren't the only spaces that are available. So if you want private conversations, just to explain, the chats and the posts over here are not the same thing as the DM space over here. So if, for instance, you want a group communication that is private, all you need to do is set it up in the DM space, and then no one else has access to that. When it comes to the post and the chat, that's what's public. So you're not limited in that sense. If you need private conversations, you can definitely do that as well. Yeah, there are a few teething issues that are still being worked out, but that's to be expected. And definitely when it comes to the resources and training that are coming out, this will definitely be sorted out. It's things that we're aware of and are definitely working on. So I'm very excited for where this is going. Thank you very much, Daniel, for all your work. I know you've put a lot of hours into this, and really excited to see where this goes.
Just based on my experience, when I originally spoke to Daniel and he showed the demo, I have to say that I recently have built my own platform for my business. And the functionality that I see, how user-friendly, you can see that a lot of time has been taken. It's extremely professional, user-friendly. And, at the time we had a discussion about accessibility. And, I queried at the time whether, would this be accessible to paid up members as well as non-paid up members. And, it was something that we spoke about. And initially I said to him, the opportunity to really make communication so much better is incredible. And I felt at the time for me that it should only be accessible to a paid up member. We're not a club, we're a connected membership with definite goals, and I love the communication. The fact that you can actually chat through the group is remarkable. And, I haven't found any glitches from my side. I haven't spent too much time, really digging in, looking for faults, because, those might only happen when everyone is on the system. But those are teething problems, so patience is needed. But what you've developed here is absolutely remarkable. The one thing is about, do our members upload communication on the international, or do we not bombard all types of posts on international? And perhaps there must be some governance around that. Sometimes people want to be heard, but it might not be appropriate on an international level, and rather keep it around South Africa. So that's just a question I wanted to ask you, Jasper.
I think this year, I'm sure that came up from Daniel and the team. So Daniel, how does communication work to international, and what are the protocols?
Yes, so I think it will probably happen that people will post at let's call it the inappropriate level. That's where the moderators come in. So a moderator can actually, let's say a post that was meant for South Africa is posted in the international space, a moderator can actually move that post back to South Africa to the appropriate place. So things like that in place. But yeah, we do ask people to think before you post, is this posted in the right place? We'll see how it goes. I mean, we'll probably formulate a lot of let's call it the governance rules around this as we go along. Depends, how people use or abuse the platform. We'll see how it goes.
Okay, thanks. I just want to, for the sake of time, wrap up by asking a few questions. Daniel, I think you said right in the beginning that with regards to South Africa, that after today, all the paid up members in South Africa will then receive an email invite, which will then bring them onto the platform. So it's not the link we can send out and say, go and sign up. It's by invitation only.
Correct. By invitation only.
Okay.
Look, we started with 5 pilot nations. There's now 6. It's grown to 7 in the meantime. But yeah, because everybody wants to jump on board, but we're trying to keep it small. Like Deborah said, we expect some teething problems, and we want to iron it out in a smaller target audience, and rather than opening it up to everybody.
Okay, my other question is that each country has a unique history and culture and focus. So let's say in South Africa, we now want to create an onboarding platform for a new member that paid up, but is still fresh and new to the whole ICCC things. We want to have an onboarding procedure to say, welcome and have a look at this, and this is what we stand for and whatever. So each country's message will be slightly different. Is there space to do it and customize it by country?
Yes. So what's in the background in the platform, there's built-in workflow engine, and you can set up a unique workflow. So as soon as somebody, and there's various triggers. So one of the triggers could be when somebody joins a space. So as soon as somebody joins a space or a space group, let's say they join the South Africa space group, so they go through the standard onboarding process, you can trigger an email saying, welcome to South Africa. Here's something of note, something particular, and that messaging can be customized from a South African perspective with various links in there pointing them to different spaces within the South Africa context. So if you've got a need that you feel you want to do that, we can sit together and we work on that to find something that works. But it's very, let's call it flexible from that perspective, definitely.
Okay, I see there's a question from Bernie. Will there be a free members page, like a landing page that people can just look at?
Yes, so it is something that's being worked on. One of the issues we've had is before we started working on this platform, and the international website as it is today, there was already an ongoing project where it was being revamped. Now that, I don't think it's been launched yet, but that's typically the space where there would be information for free members. Currently, as it stands, we haven't tightly integrated those two. But in future, going forward, it is possible to even create a landing page for every country can have their own landing page where the information can be open to non-members, and that will be the entry point. So it's a work in progress. We would also like to get ideas and input from our members to say, like, for instance, Bernard, I can see you definitely giving some food for thought here, and we can work on that. We see this not as a project that's now done and dusted. It's actually only starting.
All right, thanks. And then I see, I like that giving section. So in South Africa, I foresee that we might have a couple of funds where people can then give for youth or care or just a development fund for SMEs. So as we create it, then do we then connect with you as the overall administrator to bring it on board? Do we need to get ICCC approval for funds like that? So I think we just need to have a discussion around that.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think UC is the, let's call it the platform owner from the international board side, and Sarah is the overall administrator. So it would be best to work through them, but I can channel any communication towards them as well. I will send it. It's being sent from the platform. So just be on the lookout. The domain that this is sent from is circle.so. So I think the full email address it will come from is noreply@notification.circle.so. I will maybe post that on the group for everybody. Sometimes I haven't came across it, but apparently sometimes it ends up in your spam folder. So if you don't get an email, or maybe the email address we've got on record for you is incorrect, or old or invalid, then we will take it from there. Let us know. On the platform, everybody can say, I haven't received an email. If by the end of today you haven't received an email, just let me know and we can take it from there.